Welcome back, everyone. Here's another workout for you for the 30-day Ft2 Challenge. All right, for today's workout, you're going to need the tricep ropes and the D handles, so make sure you have those handy. For the first giant set one, you're going to do close grip pull downs, which is a back movement. On this, you're only going to link it into one side. If you can go heavier, you can link these clips up together, and then that way you're using both of the weight stacks. All right, so with this, I like to grab the tricep rope nice and high because it's probably just more preference than anything. You're going to do it down on your knees. Keep your knees nice and close together, belly button in. And you just bring down the rope to your chest and keeping your elbows in nice and tight to your back. It's close grip, so you're really hitting that mid back more than your lats. So you're bringing it down, squeezing the lower part of the shoulder blades together and bringing it back up for 10 reps. Forward lunges. So you're going to do 10 lunges forward and you're switching each leg. So 10 each leg for a total of 20. When you're doing this, make sure your knee is not coming over that toe. You want to make sure your belly button's in tight, that way you have the balance. The cables are going to be throwing you back and forward, side to side. So it's another good balance movement. All right, from there, you're going to be holding a static lunge and you're doing overhead tricep extensions. Once again, to add more weight for the tricep extensions, you can just clip them together or you can just work with one stack. Change the weight real quick between the lunges and this next compound movement. You're going to go down in front. Hold that static lunge. Don't let your back knee hit the ground. So you're holding that lunge and then you're doing your extensions from there. You're going to do 10, kind of shake it out, and then go back down and do another 10 where you're holding. So for your arms all together is 20 reps. For your fly-up movement, you're doing the wide squat jumps. So you're starting with your feet close together, then you're jumping out into a wide squat and coming back. You're just going to do 10 quick ones of those. All right, and to finish off giant set one, your core movement is a reverse weighted sit-up. A lot of this is a lower back movement. So if you have lower back problems, don't do this movement. You're going to use, once again, one side of the stack, or you can use both. For this, don't go too heavy so you don't cause those lower back problems. So you're going to grab the tricep rope. This time you can go a little bit lower on the rope. You're going to bring yourself down into a sit-up. You want to make sure your knees are not together but a little bit far apart. And then you're going to pull yourself up, slow and control back down. When you bring yourself up, you want to bring that belly button to the spine. That way you're building your core in and not out. You don't want those gorilla abs. All right, now we're on to giant set two for this workout. To start, you're going to be using both sides of the cable machine. On this one, you want to make sure you set it up so that when you go to do your curls, your elbow can stay parallel to the ground the whole time. So to do this, you're just doing standing cable curls. You're going to do 10 each side. You're bringing your hand to your shoulder without curling your wrist in. If you keep your wrist in line with the rest of your forearm, you're going to activate the biceps a lot better. Keep the arm parallel to the ground and get that nice squeeze at the top of the motion right here. All right, after 10 there, you're going to switch sides and do another 10. All right, for the leg movement on this giant set, we're going to be doing standing hip raises. So stand so that you're parallel with the machine as so. Use the D handle. You can switch it to the ankle strap. It's just a little slower that way. This will keep the heart rate high through the whole giant set. So you're going to just slip your foot in, slight bend and then standing knee. It will help you keep a little bit more stability and you actually get a little bit of benefit of working the outside quad that way. So on here, you're just going out nice and controlled. Don't let the cable pull you into the machine. You shouldn't be slamming the weight stack. You're going out nice and controlled, bringing your leg back in and forth. Some people feel a little strain in the knee when they do this. To prevent that strain, keep a slight bend in that knee. That's working also. After you do 10 on that side, you're going to switch and do another 10 on the other leg. The next one is the compound movement. It's one of my favorite. You're going to be doing a push-up plank with a lateral raise for the shoulders. So from the cable side that has it all the way on the lowest level, change the weight from your hips, making sure it's nice and light because you don't want to strain the shoulders because you're just basically working with the back delt, and that one's a little bit weaker in most people. So you're going to do a push-up plank, and that just means you're going to keep your arms straight, elbow locked, and you want to keep your feet nice and wide. That way you have a good base to work with. You're going to bring the cable across your body as so, and you want to make sure that you're not going higher behind your back. The cable will hit the front of you anyway, so it'll be pretty hard to get to hyperextend. So you're just going where the shoulder lines up in the socket, parallel to the ground, and then you bring it back. Always keep a slight bend in the elbow too. If you have your arm fully extended, you're going to probably hyperextend the elbow. After you do 10 reps on that side, switch sides, set up for the push-up plank, and do another 10 lateral raises for the opposite arm. The next move you're going to be doing is for the legs, and it's a little bit of a static movement just to kind of switch it up. You can use a wall if you're near a wall, or you can use the bar, but this might be a little bit harder to do it. All you're doing is just wall sits. So to do a wall sit, you want to lay your back as flat as possible, which means you're going to roll your shoulders back and have them touch the back of the wall. You're going to bring your belly button in. You want to keep like about a 90-degree angle with your legs, and you want to be pushing with your muscles. It's the best when you start to feel your hamstrings working over your quads. So that's the goal. You're going to hold that for 45 seconds and then shake it out after that. Last but not least is the core movement, and we're going to be adding a little weight to our obliques. If your goal is not to get a bulky midsection, don't go heavy on this. You want to go to that weight where you're working and tightening the muscles, but not to the point where they're breaking and stretching and then building bulk. So for someone like me, I make sure to keep it really low. So I just do 20 pounds, which is number 2 on the weight stack. All you're doing is cable side crunches standing up. So you're keeping a straight frame. Arm is nice and loose. There's nothing working right here. The movement is coming from your core by moving and pinching the opposite side. So when you go, you should feel a pinch on this side and a stretch on the opposite side. At the same time, pull in your lower abs so you're working the lower abs. Once you do 10, switch sides, do another 10. Then you're done with that set. All right, congratulations everyone. You have finished week 2 of the 30-day challenge. Remember, you can still sign up for the challenge anytime before March 2nd, so make sure you send in your contest forms and any waivers or anything like that. Also send in your photos so we can see like the progress from day 1 to day 30. If you have any questions or comments, let us know. Email us at challenge@inspirefitness.net or just put it in the Facebook group. We'll get back to you, and we'll see you on Monday. Stay inspired.